In Le Stade de France, venue of France's greatest ever football triumph, one name will echo through its foundations forever.
Has scored for France in the Stade de France, the first goal in the stadium.
6 months later, at the same venue, Zinedine Zidane scored two of the most important goals of his career when France triumphed in the World Cup for the first time. He became an instant national hero and gained an army of admirers around the globe. An attacking midfielder regarded as the world's most complete footballer of his time, Zinedine Zidane not only had wonderful dribbling skills, he possessed a superb passing range, an eye for goal, and a sublime touch. The French star was also a major threat from free kicks. Born to Algerian parents in the rough-and-tumble city of Marseille, Zidane's potential was discovered by a talent scout at the age of 14. After signing with Cannes, he made his professional debut 3 years later. And from that time on, football went from being an ambition to a passion. The teenager, nicknamed Zizou, became a determined athlete who wanted to exceed expectations. But even his brilliance couldn't prevent Cannes from being relegated at the end of the 91-92 season. Zizou responded by packing his bags and seeking a fresh challenge with Bordeaux. With Zidane in their ranks, Bordeaux were consistent contenders for the French championship. Zidane's dazzling entrance onto the international stage was a taste of greater things to come. In August 1994, he came on as a substitute against the Czech Republic and scored twice in a 2-2 draw. Voted the best young player in France, Zidane was already being compared to the legendary Michel Platini. After a series of consistently brilliant performances for both club and country, Zidane was swamped with offers to join Europe's top clubs. In 1996, he chose Juventus, and the Italian giants secured his services for just over £3 million.
Backing off here, Zidane through the centre still, on his own, all the way. Brilliant goal.
It took the talented midfielder a season to settle into the intense environment of Serie A, but he soon became a highly valued member of the famous club. Victory over the South American champions River Plate in the World Club Championship was followed by consecutive Scudettos in 1997 and 98. Success in the European Super Cup and the Intercontinental Cup further enhanced the Frenchman's growing confidence and reputation.
Nice little layoff. Zidane is creeping in. Oh, they've let him go. And there's a fourth goal for Juventus.
At Euro 96, France lost to the Czech Republic in the semi-finals, but from that time on, the national team enjoyed the most successful period in their long history. During this time, Zizou's inspiration and role as a playmaker would come to the fore. As the host nation, France was an automatic qualifier for the 1998 World Cup finals, but playing on home soil put the team under plenty of pressure. Zidane might be shy and soft-spoken, but he had a mixed record of dealing with pressure. In a group match against Saudi Arabia, his impressive reputation was sullied when he was sent off for stamping. He missed 2 games, but returned in the quarterfinals to redeem himself in France's triumphant march to glory. For the first time in the history of the World Cup, France made it through to the final, where their opposition, the mighty Brazil, was seeking an unprecedented 5th world title. The French were the underdogs, but on that unforgettable night of July the 12th, Zidane the villain turned hero in front of a partisan crowd, scoring 2 goals as France destroyed Brazil 3-0. Better known as a creator of goals, Zizou's double strike was unexpected, even more so because both goals were headers, generally considered one of the few weak points in his game. For player whose career started on the back streets of Marseille was named both FIFA World Player of the Year and European Player of the Year for 1998. Ranked as the world's #1 midfielder, Zizou also won the coveted France Football magazine Golden Ball. In the space of 2 years, Zidane's impact at both club and country level had been nothing short of amazing. Such enormous success may have affected others, but he remained a humble man.
I've received a lot from the supporters, and it's a great feeling. Ever since I came to Italy, I was always treated well.
Embraced by the citizens of Turin, his popularity with Juventus fans was at fever pitch. And following the triumph of France in the World Cup, Zizou now had admirers around the world. But true to his character, it was the compliments from children that he respected most.
I often receive compliments, but I particularly like it when a kid comes up to me and tells me that one day he wants to become a football player just like me.
Even with the football world at his feet, Zizou never lost touch with his roots. His life started in the urban sprawl of La Castellane, a home for many North African immigrants on the outskirts of Marseille. Throughout his playing career, he remained close to old friends.
He was a very quiet kid, very cool. He was already like he is now. He's never really changed. He's remained the same both in his private life and on the pitch. There is nothing better for a guy who was born in La Castellane, who started in life with plenty of difficulties and very little means to get where he's got. My friends of today are the same as yesterday. We are a group of 15 and we're very close. When I go back home, it isn't Zinedine Zidane that returns. They don't care about that. It's just their old mate that comes back home.
From humble beginnings, the magician from Marseille had become one of the biggest names in world football. Zidane was at the peak of his career, but there was still much more to come. Following France's World Cup victory and being named Player of the Year in 1998, Zinedine Zidane was the hottest player in world football. However, the following year was less than successful. Troubled by sore knees, the midfielder limped through the season before undergoing surgery. With his influence diminished, Juventus made an undignified early exit from the Champions League and finished 6th in Serie A. After several months of recuperation, Zizou returned to action for club and country and surprisingly regained his superb form quickly. A rejuvenated Juventus looked poised to win the title until Lazio snatched it from them on the final day. There was talk of him being sold to Real Madrid, but nothing had eventuated before Zidane joined the French team in England for Euro 2000. Some of the glass might have disappeared from Zizou's career, but he responded in the style of a true champion. At Euro 2000, his passing and strength singled him out as one of the tournament's best players. In addition to pulling the strings in the midfield, he also scored an inspirational goal against Spain in the quarter-finals. The reigning world champions clashed with Italy in the final, and it was their old foe.
Et vous savez, il y a énormément de choses dans le monde, mais la lutte contre la pauvreté, ça touche pratiquement la moitié de la population. Donc forcément, il y a du boulot à faire, il y a du travail. Et puis je vous dis, c'est pas quelque chose qui s'est créé aujourd'hui pour moi. Depuis 2 ans, je suis en contact avec ces gens-là, avec le PNUD. Terminar el Mundial para mí es significativo de lo que he hecho hasta ahora. Entonces voy a tener una motivación tremenda y